think Maava had a rough start, but he definitely, pulled his own end of the weight towards the end of the game and made some big time throws. Now, I do believe that we need to get an insurance policy out of the portal because if something, unfortunately, if something happens to Maava during the season, or if he hits another bad slump, we don't want to hinge the entire season on a true freshman. So I do think we need some form of insurance policy, not only for the competition part of it, but for in case something happens to him.
Yeah, because people got to remember we're losing Jake Jensen. So we obviously lost Miller Moss, but we're also losing Jake Jensen, who is kind of the piece I think that Brian's talking about currently. And so you don't want to go in with basically two scholarship quarterbacks, and then because let's face it, I think both quarterbacks will be asked to run. And in a physical conference like the Big Ten, you get out in space. Sure, if you slide quick enough, fine. But these guys are going to take their lumps. You do have to be cautious and wary of that. Very great point, Preston. Yeah. I think that might be a good time to maybe talk about some of the options they have at quarterback. I know that Riley, just even the press conference after the game, man, we were in there. We're all looking at each other. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We're in that press conference waiting, but it was worthwhile because we at the very end we got Mekhi Lemon at the very end, which was nice. But Riley was pretty adamant, and he has been kind of consistent about the fact that yes, they are looking for a quarterback, but more of a quarterback in that support role, Preston.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be great to get somebody out of the portal with experience, somebody that's been in college football for 2 or 3 years that could fill that void, and have some experience if Maava goes down, God forbid, or some situation happens where he's not getting it done. That you have somebody, but at least some college experience to step in there and get the job done.
Yeah, and so I think they're looking somewhere to the FCS for some answers, Brian, and to go with it. So you got the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State quarterback. He said he'll have 1 year to play. And in talking to Gabe, he says a lot of his play reminds him of think about it like a Bo Nix kind of situation. You don't have that guy who's like, he's not the super dual threat, gonna Lamar Jackson, Caleb Williams all the time. But he has that ability to get up, and get out down the field when he needs to. Maybe not the cannon arm. Not many guys have an arm like Jaden Maava. That's what has got us salivating about his upside. But he can make the throws. He would be drafted. I'm sure he's probably going to play in the game to see where am I going to get drafted. I'm sure he's probably looking for some NFL grades right now. But if he was available, there has been some. It does look like. You have Heward, the quarterback coach, following. They're following each other on Twitter. Obviously, that doesn't mean much, but it's kind of kicking the tire on the situation. But how open would you guys to be, bringing an FCS guy, a guy that plays the highest level? The Jackrabbits are one of the premier teams in the FCS. Any initial thoughts on him?
I don't know what his measurables are. What's his height and his weight?
6'3". He's a big guy. 6'3", 230. By the way, thank you to Gabe for putting together this card. 6'3", 230. Okay. So he's quarterback size.
And he's got 1 year left.
Got 1 year left. That's the important part about you. You know what I mean? You there's a very delicate balance that you have going on with the. You can see it kind of lined up, with Lions on the horizon, and then and obviously Longstreet coming and keeping him happy. So you do the old days of stacking quarterback rooms, unless you're Ohio State, apparently, seem like they've gone away. But I'm just curious what you guys think about that possibility.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like a guy that can do a little bit of running, solid quarterback in the pocket as well, deliver the ball and, kind of work around in this Lincoln Riley offense. That may be a great fit, right? And also somebody that has tons of experience. Obviously, it's a different level, being FCS and whatnot, but regardless, this might be a good candidate for sure.
Yeah, the question is going to be is how fast can you bring him up to speed? You understand what I'm saying? With that, I don't know, if we know the competition is not going to be the equivalent. So is it another situation to where, he's going to need a 4 year like Jaden Maava just to catch up to the speed at this level? We don't know that for sure. So ideally, you want to get someone who has somewhat of experience playing at that level, at the FBS level. That's what I would think.
Yeah, good, very good point. But this guy is being talked about as a legitimate NFL possibility. And I hear you. Like we talk about the speed going from high school to college, but I mean, there is obviously a difference between maybe even going from a group of 5 to playing in a power conference. Just the quality of play, the right. speed and the quickness of the secondary. The schemes get a little more complicated, a little more complex, and so right. Those windows do shrink a bit. But I think either way, I'm just going to flat out say it. It seems like both, like Jaden still doesn't have a complete control of what's going on as far as at USC, what we've seen so far in the Big Ten. So this would be a situation where they're both going to have an off season again. This would be Jaden's second off season with Lincoln. The thing that Gronowski has is that he's been around now. He's long in the tooth. So this guy is a veteran quarterback coming in, and I totally agree with you as far as competition. But he did play. He played. I think he played Iowa State. I'm not too sure, but that his offense put up 20 points. Okay. Okay. So I mean, it's not like that he's faced exclusively FCS defenses. Mm-hmm. But and remember, I mean, he's playing North Dakota State. I'm not saying that these are on the same level as playing a Penn State defense, playing an LSU or a Texas A&M defense, playing Michigan defenses. But these defenses in college football, it's not like we're asking him to jump up to the NFL levels. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think with an offseason with Lincoln Riley, I think that raw talent might be something to take a look at and kick the tires on. We want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comment section. Put a comment down there. Let us know, is Mark Gronowski the guy for Lincoln Riley in the offseason through the portal to help support the quarterbacks we currently have? And also hit that subscribe button to make sure that you're keeping up to date on the latest USC football content we provide.